Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Brummet YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be answering a question from Sybil, who comes to us all the way from Ireland. Sybil, really cool to hear from you. She wanted to know what part of the cookbook marketing plan was the most challenging to write or perform and why. So this is actually the book that she's referring to, our cookbook right here. Can you see it in the camera? This is actually our hardcover format of this book. It just got released in hardcover format in June of 2022, based on reader feedback. It was in paperback before then. It's still available in paperback, which is, doesn't cost as much. The hardcover, of course, is much, about $10 more expensive, but very grateful to be able to respond to reader feedback. Thank you, everyone, for that. So what part of the cookbook marketing plan was the most challenging to write or perform, and why? I have to say probably I really like marketing and networking and collaborating with, nonprofits and local events and, fundraisers and, offering our books as door prizes and all kinds of different things that I do in our marketing, multifaceted marketing plan, online, offline, backdoor, back end, underground, guerrilla marketing, all of it, all of the marketing that we do. I think the most challenging for me personally was actually writing the marketing blurbs themselves, the copy of the material itself, inside cover blurbs for the book as well, and the text on the cover itself, trying to find a way to convey all of the information that was in this 280 page books. Excuse me, I need a sip of my coffee. And in this 280 page book or 75 page book, whatever it is, the value and the wide array of textures, the cultural foods, the extra recipes that we have in the end, which aren't really food related, such as, but they use food ingredients, such as making your own hairspray or, hair rinse and cleaning supplies and air fresheners and pest deterrents and things like that, out of things you would commonly find in your kitchen. So that's the final chapter as well. So how do you include all of that? The fact that we talk about the nutritional aspect of the foods that are in the book. We give agricultural tidbits, like interesting information about how it's grown, where it's grown, some of the ways that the crops have evolved, or the food is produced, or something like that. We also talk about like really interesting folklore, ancient traditions involved with various food groups or ethnic foods or what have you that we're going through the book. So there's a lot more information in there than, just here's a recipe and yum, yum, it's really good. So in order to try to convey all that in these tiny little copy blurbs for some of them very short spaces, you only have so much volume on an ad or on a Facebook post or something like that, and to try to come up with something different and inspiring and intriguing each time that you post about your product, that alone can be a challenging, the first few times it might come a little easier, and then after that you're kind of challenging yourself. Oh, how can I come up with a more, a unique or creative way that isn't repeating what I've done before? And that can be a little bit difficult, but especially when you're dealing with a book that has so many different facets to it, as this does, and it really is about healthy living. It talks about, making your own breads and buns and stews and soups, and, reducing food waste, and extending your budget and increasing your nutritional value of the food that you're consuming, the impact that it has when you shop locally, and You're not paying the environmental cost of all the shipping and warehousing and the travel and transport and the plastic wrap and all of the stuff that is involved in getting the food to your plate, to the store that you shop from, and then from there to your plate. So there's a lot of an environmental impact involved in that, as opposed to shopping from local producers and growers. So we talked about all of this in the book, and trying, as I say, trying to come up with a copy that conveyed it, even some of that, so that the next time we write the next copy, we can maybe convey the rest. You want to say so much, but you have to keep it short and sweet and tidy. And sometimes you have to pick and choose what copy you're going to, what kind of wording you're going to use according to the audience that you're targeting, so that you get the greatest return on investment for the time that you put into that project. So that's where I find it kind of challenging. And often Dave comes in and is a partner in that, or sometimes will take over if I'm stuck, because that's a challenge for me. So thank you for that question, Sybil. Really appreciated it. What a great question. I hope that you have a chance to submit more questions. We love hearing from our viewers. So if you have a question, just go over to the About page on this YouTube channel, the Brummet Media YouTube channel, and there will be some links there for you to follow up on. And from those links, you can discover ways of connecting with us, whether it's Facebook Messenger, or, on Instagram, or alignable messages, or Facebook chats, or whatever it is that you decide to reach out to us, you can go ahead and do so. Also, I love reading your comments, so please do feel free and drop down your comments below. And of course, I'll always respond to them as well. Thanks everyone for sharing your time with us today.